The talented team at the Brainerd Dispatch that produces this podcast would like to offer you a deal too good to pass up. Get 3 months of local news at BrainerdDispatch.com for just 99 cents a month. That's 99 cents for unlimited access. Subscribe now at BrainerdDispatch.com/subscribe. Good morning, Brainerd Lakes area. It's Friday, November 14th. I'm Teresa Burke with your Brainerd Dispatch Minute, the weekday podcast of the Brainerd Dispatch, brought to you by Ray Boyne & Francis Law Firm and Riverwood Healthcare Center, catching you up on the news of the Brainerd Lakes area. Here are today's top local headlines. But first, let's hear from one of our sponsors.
Remember just two things. Ray Boyne & Francis, good. Insurance companies, bad.
Ray Boyne & Francis gets it done. 828-9211.
The community will say their goodbyes to dispatch photographer Steve Kohls in the coming days. Steve died Monday after a 50-year career at the Brainerd Dispatch. A visitation is scheduled for 3 to 5 p.m. this Sunday at Nelson Doran Funeral Home in Brainerd. The funeral is at 1 p.m. Monday at Lord of Life Church in Baxter, with a burial to follow at 3:30 p.m. at Evergreen Cemetery. Anyone is welcome to attend. And don't forget to grab a copy of Saturday's Dispatch to read what coworkers and friends had to say about the legendary photographer. 16-year-old Mariana Call is the 2025 Youth Volunteer of the Year. Call is a junior at the Brainerd Learning Center and was surprised with the news on Monday at school. She's vice president of the Brainerd Leos and also volunteers with Lions Club International and the Shop in Brainerd. It was her leadership, mentorship, and can-do attitude that earned her the recognition. Read what she had to say about the award in my story in today's e-edition or at BrainerdDispatch.com. Crow Wing County is moving the Unorganized Territory Precinct 1 polling place from the Turn & Poachers Building to Good Shepherd Lutheran Church on Pine Beach Road. This means Precincts 1 and 2 will share a polling place. The move will begin with the 2026 election year. The reason for the change is to have a larger area for voting and a more secure polling place. The exit and entry to the Turn & Poachers Building on a curve of Wise Road was also a safety concern. Managing editor Renee Richardson has more on the most recent county board meeting in today's Dispatch e-edition and online. Kimball Lake Improvement District will have the option to raise its annual assessment to property owners. Crow Wing County Commissioners voted 4-1 for the change after a public hearing this week. The district was seeking a change to the assessment calculation. The district was established in 2008 with an assessment of $200 per eligible property owner to deal with aquatic invasive species. Almost 68% of property owners were in favor of the change, allowing more money to be collected to keep up with costs and additional invasive species threats. Find the full story in today's Dispatch e-edition. Now let's hear from another sponsor.
Riverwood Healthcare Center, a top 100 critical access hospital offering advanced surgical solutions, plus a wide range of primary and specialty care at clinics in Aiken, Garrison, and McGregor. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org.
From former Dispatch publisher Terry McCullough's column, This Was Brainerd, exploring the Dispatch archives, here's today's tidbit of local history, brought to you by Mills Automotive Group. 60 years ago today, in 1965, the Dispatch reported that 7 persons, 5 of them little children, miraculously escaped injury this morning when their car was struck by the passenger train at the Woodrow Crossing on County Road 25. The train completely tore off the front of the car, sending the car spinning into the ditch. No one received as much of a scratch, sheriff's officers said. For a daily dose of This Was Brainerd, visit BrainerdDispatch.com or find McCullough's column in the newspaper or e-edition. Now here's today's Lakes Area Forecast, brought to you by JN Tree Service and Landscaping.
Storm Tracker.
Happy Friday, Brainerd Lakes area. We're looking at a fairly pleasant day ahead. Generally sunny skies. highs in the low 60s, and winds out of the south at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. In the evening, though, will be pretty cloudy with a slight chance of a rain shower. Otherwise, winds are going to be shifting from south to northwest going into Saturday as that cold front comes by. We're going to stick around the low 40s throughout the start of Saturday. Again, a slight chance of a rain shower earlier in the morning. And then we'll have those winds a little bit breezier out of the northwest, 10 to 20 miles per hour. And then by the evening, we'll have clear skies, which is going to allow those temperatures to plummet to the mid-20s by Sunday morning. But mainly sunny skies on Sunday with a pretty gentle wind out of the northwest. And we're looking at some pretty sunny skies for the start of next week, hanging in the upper 30s for highs and staying pretty dry until the end of next week. This is Storm Tracker meteorologist Stefan Zundy.
Thanks to Mills Automotive Group, Ray Boyd and Francis Law Firm, Riverwood Healthcare Center, and JN Tree Service and Landscaping for their support. And thank you for listening to the Brainerd Dispatch Minute. For more news throughout the day and for information on becoming a subscriber, visit BrainerdDispatch.com. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch you on Monday.